at me is starting to freak me out. Testing your broadcast. So give me a quick second while this is kicking up. It is taking forever. It's push start. Push start. What is going on, everybody? Welcome. We are about to get started on JBuck Live. Hopefully everyone is doing fine. Hopefully everyone is having a good time. It's Tuesday night. You know what that means? JBuck Live. We're going to have a fun one, the usual stuff. But then we are going to get into the shark bracket, determining what is the best shark movie. But without further ado, let's kick into the intro. What is going on, everybody? Hold on a second. There we go. What is going on, everybody? How is it going? I am clicking on buttons. I don't know what's happening. It's JBuck Live. It's Tuesday night. What is going on? Craziness. Obviously, we're doing the breakdown, all of that stuff. So I'm doing a different system over here that I'm not usually using. So I might be all over the place tonight, but you know what? This is going to be fun. This is going to be a good one. We have a bunch of people in the chat already, and we have the usual stuff, the usual rundown over here to get to, but we're gonna have some fun later. We have a bunch of people over here. We have Mike Media, we have Abraham, we have Movie Mania Nick, we got Jaren, talks movies, not loves movies. He just talks them. He doesn't love them. And Jennifer. What is going on, everybody? Hopefully you guys can actually hear me and all of that stuff. Anyways, though, what is going on in my life? What have I been up to this? Yeah, Deep Blue Sea. Don't worry. I will reveal what movies are on there, and I regret, I will say, that I didn't put more. This is a very small bracket compared to that comedy movie breakdown. I should have put more movies on here because I know that some of you guys are going to be a little upset that some of the shark movies aren't on there, but we will get to that later, so don't worry about that. But for myself, I'm trying to think of what has been going on. I did a live Q&A a couple days ago. Thank you again for everyone that tuned in to all of that and hung out. I will be probably doing more of those on the channel in the next week. I'm going to try to do one of those maybe like once a week or something. The only reason I kind of like strayed away from them for a while was because, I'm not going to lie, honestly, I just kept getting the same questions. So every live Q&A just felt like it was the same thing over and over and over again, which I don't mind hanging out with you guys in the chat and everything, but when I'm answering and saying the same thing over and over again, it just wasn't fun. So that's why I also was doing some video game streaming and everything like that. I'm trying to think of what I watched this last week that I can actually talk about. Because I have a few Netflix things I can't talk about yet. Surprise, surprise. But I actually went back and watched the Umbrella Academy. I never watched it the first time ago, and I know that a lot of people have been recommending it to myself, and I just kind of stuck away. It didn't really appeal to me. And I watched it on Sunday, I want to say. I just binged through it all in one day. Absolutely loved the first season. I am looking forward to season 2, obviously coming out here in the end of the month or whatever. Like the first season was awesome. If you're looking for a movie, or not a movie, looking for a series to check out, jump over, check out the Umbrella Academy over on Netflix. It is awesome. The music is probably the best thing about it, plus the action. Like, the music combined with the action makes it so much fun. Go watch the Umbrella Academy. But what are you guys saying in here? What's your favorite guilty pleasure movie? Maybe shark movie. Deep Blue Sea. Now, you might know where I sit on these shark movies now, but Deep Blue Sea is a damn good movie. I love Deep Blue Sea. But yeah, I know, Jacob, you had reached out or messaged me about Umbrella Academy. Yeah, people, go check this out. It's awesome. It's on Netflix. Again, everyone has Netflix. I think only one person in the whole United States actually pays for Netflix, and everyone else is just binging off of their Netflix account. So yeah, jump over there, do all of that. I'm trying to think of what else I had going on this weekend. I did some lawn work, I had some drinks, just kind of hung out. I don't know. Some people are asking in the chat if I've seen Relic. I have not seen Relic. I have not. No. I have not seen Relic, but some people are saying it's a pretty good horror film. It kind of dives into some like loss and grief and whatnot in that film. So I don't know. Maybe I'll go check it out. Maybe I won't. I know that there's a few movies coming up this next weekend that I'm looking forward to. So we'll see. At the end of the show, I'll give you guys what the rundown of the next few days I have on my channel and whatnot. But I don't know. What have you guys? Let me in the know. Let me. Oh yeah. My date with the cake. I forgot about that. Thank you, Jacob. Yeah, that I had a funny Twitter. I had a funny tweets over on the Twitters. And if you're not following me, jump over to Twitter. It's JBuck and all. You know, follow me, do all that crazy fun stuff. But what have you guys been watching? What do you guys recommend? I know this last weekend I reviewed Greyhound, I reviewed The Old Guard, and also Palm Springs, which Palm Springs highly recommend. Go check that out. It's a fun rom-com. I'm not going to say anything else. I'm not going to say anything more about the movie. It's just Andy Samberg. It's a rom-com, and it is awesome. It's one of my favorite movies of the year. Palm Springs. Check it out. Check it out, people. Let's see what you guys are saying. Jaren is saying, I would suggest Relic. The ending won't be for everyone, but it breaks the barriers of a typical horror film. And again, I'm not a horror fanatic like some people out there. I'm getting more and more into horror. So it might be, you know, more up my alley since it's not a traditional horror film and everything like that. So I don't know. Curious. I said last time, but you should watch Archive. Yep. I know. It's funny. If I had an actual list of everything that I've said I need to watch, that I actually need to watch, and what people have recommended to me, honestly, it would be a whole book. Because there's tons of older stuff. Like, I've still never seen Goodfellas. Like, that is one that jumps out at me that I need to check out. Yeah, Greyhound. Yeah, Fanjuncture, Greyhound. Not too high, you know. It kind of follows the beats of a typical war film. I thought it was fun, and I guess the thing is, it got in and out. It knew what it was. It was a quick 90 minutes, so like that's what I liked about it, I guess. But without further ado, if you guys have nothing else, we're gonna get right into the show with the beginning section, which is the Quickies of JBuck Live. All right, guys, we are in the Quickies portion of JBuck Live, and for new people, returning people, anyone that just completely forgot because it's been a week, which actually seems like a year in this weird time, the Quickies portion is just quick news topics. We're not going to dive too deep into them, but, you know, just some things that popped up that interest me, that maybe you guys need to hear about and everything like that. So, starting off, unfortunately, some sad news. There was 3 celebrities this last week that actually passed away. It was a rough, you know, 2020 has just been one of the worst years ever. I'm going to say it. I'm just going to say it. You know, who knows? It could turn around in this next 6 months. But Kelly Preston, Naya Rivera, and also Grant Amahari from Mythbusters, they all unfortunately passed away, different instances. Kelly Preston had breast cancer. You know, she starred in Sky High, Jerry Maguire, a few other movies like that. Riviera was Glee. Back in the day, I used to watch Glee all the time. I had a friend and myself, and we would just watch that all the time. I loved the music and everything. But then also Grant from Mythbusters. Like, I grew up and I watched Mythbusters so much. So that one was probably the one that hit me the most out of those 3. Unfortunately, I mean, it's sad. And the thing is, it was kind of all out of the blue for these people. They you know, it's sad. It's sad stuff. Yeah, not good. All right, Jacob, have a good one, my man. Chicken and love and grease and everything, like, yeah. So fortunate news for those people. I know that Glee was a fan favorite for a lot of people out there and everything like that. It's tough to transition from that into, you know, some fun news, but Peacock streaming service, it's up and going. People apparently have it. People, you know, I guess like it. But I didn't realize this, that there's two different kind of Peacock. There's the free, and then there's the premium, where the free apparently has like 13,000 hours of streaming and a bunch of other stuff. It is wild what they actually have for free over there, but there is ads during stuff, so I'm sure if you're going to watch a movie or a show or anything, they're going to pump in a lot of ads into that. But you can pay for the premium version that is $4.99, and you still get a few of you get all of the catalog. And again, I don't have the specifics here of what exactly you get, but with that $4.99 price, you still get 5 minutes of ads every hour, I believe. But then they also have another tier where you can pay $8.99 and it's ad-free completely, 100% ad-free. So I don't know if people out there are into Peacock, you're looking forward to Peacock, you have Peacock, you just want to say cock. I don't know. Hey, Dorito Chip Gamer, what's going on, my man? Yeah, Peacock, another streaming service to just add to your plethora of streaming services, half of which you probably don't even watch. Let's see what else we got here. Shia LaBeouf. So it was mentioned about 2 weeks ago, I think it was. We got the first trailer for this David Ayer movie, The Tax Collector. And Shia LaBeouf is in it. He's kind of like a gangster. He's all tatted up and everything. It came out that he actually got the tattoos. Like, he has a big chest piece of a tattoo. That's a real tattoo. So he went out and actually committed to this role. I don't know how much of it was for the movie, how much of it was actually a personal thing. I mean, he was also in that Fury movie from David Ayer and ripped out his tooth on set to make it more authentic. I mean, Shia LaBeouf, he's a fantastic actor, but man, that is crazy. I don't know if I would get a whole chest and front tattoo just for a movie, especially if it's something that isn't great. I don't know. I mean, you look up the pictures, you know, it's crazy. You know, the guy is committing to his roles, I guess. He's crazy. I don't know. Let me know what you think of Shia LaBeouf in The Tax Collector. You're looking forward to the movie, and the fact that he tatted up his whole body for it. It's crazy. Hey, what's going up? What's going on, Burns, my man? Next up, Star Wars. We got a new animated show. They announced it, The Bad Batch. It's coming in 2021, and they were briefly introduced in the Clone Wars. Dave Filoni is back at it as like an executive producer, I believe. But The Bad Batch, if you are not aware of it, it is kind of just a group of trained, kind of elite clone troopers from the Clone Wars, kind of their own unit and whatnot. So this series, I believe, takes place after Clone Wars, following them, I'm assuming going off and doing their own missions and everything like that. Let me know if you guys in the chat love the Clone Wars, are excited for this Bad Batch. Again, it's coming out next year. I'm curious on what time frame we're looking for 2021, whether it's going to be the end of the year. More than likely, it's going to be the later part of the year, probably quarter 3 or 4. Hey, toast me to Pioko or Pieko. I can't pronounce it. Dan does it much better. But yeah, they each have a cool, it sounds like a cool like group of people going off and doing jobs and heists and stuff. So I'm down for it. I don't know if you guys again are excited for that or not. One thing that I look forward to every year, and I'm glad that there's kind of some news about it. So Summer Games Done Quick. I don't know if you guys out there know what this is, but essentially it's a charity event that goes on for about a week, and they get the best speedrunners in to play whatever game, you know, they are proficient in, and they raise money for a good cause. Like, I love watching it, especially watching these kids completely just nonchalantly go through a game, completely break it, jumping out of bounds, doing some weird glitches and stuff. They are not canceling the event. They are doing the in-person event, the live event and everything. They are canceling. They're strictly putting everything online. So if you're looking forward to this or have never checked this out, Summer Games Done Quick, August 16th to the 20. Oh my gosh, August 16th to the 22nd. It's going to be all online. It is awesome. Again, it's also all good for a good cause. You know, they're raising money for charity, and you get to watch people potentially play your favorite game and beat it like that. Like, it is insane how quick they can just beat these games and whatnot. So yeah, if you're a video game fan, jump over there. I believe that they do it on Twitch, and I think they also stream it on YouTube now. But stay tuned for that. Again, a month away from now. And then release dates, you know, we always keep bringing this up about how Mulan keeps moving, Tenet keeps moving. Are we going to get any brand new movies in 2020? What I'm saying is no, we're not going to get any big budget movies. We're going to get some smaller ones. We're going to get some VOD movies. That's just the way that I'm thinking. Anyways, there was kind of an analyst, someone that, you know, projects, you know, how things are working, businesses and whatnot, and he was talking about how there is a low likelihood, quotes around low likelihood, of Tenet being released this year. He said that the earliest it would be mid-September. Like, more than likely, no movies are coming out until mid-September. Again, this is not fact. This is just rumor. Who knows if this is going to happen? But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think that Tenet will come out this year? They're going to slap it in, you know, September, October time, or they should just completely move it off to 2021, cut down with all of the budgeting and the marketing budget, you know, stop advertising and just wait until all of this is over. I'm curious if you guys think Tenet will come out or you want to wait for it. I don't know. Let me know in the chat. Let's see what you guys are saying. Star Wars, yeah, going back to the whole Star Wars thing. Star Wars is an franchise for me. I haven't seen many shows or many movies. I don't watch the cartoon stuff with Star Wars. Yeah, so some of you guys, it doesn't sound like you guys are too into this Bad Batch. I know The Mandalorian, again, live action, might be a little bit different. I love The Mandalorian, and I heard that this last season of Clone Wars, along with Rebels, is pretty good. I haven't seen it, so you have to take other people's words for it and everything like that. So some of you guys looking forward to it. Yeah, okay, Toast, you were saying that it was confirmed for spring 2021. All right, and then some people, Fanjacks are throwing out some comments here. I think Black Widow will cave and go on VOD. It's the only one that could mess up a universe if it's not out by a certain point. Yeah, that's true. It really could be. I mean, the thing is, if Black Widow just pushes, couldn't they keep just shifting release dates or move up and potentially, like, there's potentially a way it's going to be very messy and really throw a wrench into literally everything that they're doing. But I could see them potentially, yeah, I don't know. If they throw it on VOD, I'd be curious who would actually get it or not. Some of you guys are saying that Tenet would go straight to VOD. What they should do is give me the movie on a USB drive and give it to y'all. Yeah, Ryan from What Were You Watching? I think that is the best plan. Please get in contact with WB and have that flash drive sent over to all of us. I think that would be great. Kind of disappointed about Halloween Kills. Yeah, they're trying to stick to that October release date, I believe. And Sharknado is the best shark movie. Patrick Burrow, what's going on? My man from Australia, the Down Under. Yeah, we are about to get into that shark thing. But yeah, that's the quickies for the news. Some of you guys are looking forward to movies, not looking forward to movies. I think the only movie theaters are smaller chains right now and drive-in movie theaters. But anyways, guys, that has been the quickies portion of the show. We have release dates, Star Wars, Shia LaBeouf, Peacock, Summer Games, and some unfortunate, sad news. But anyways, that has been quickies. All right, guys, give me a quick sec. All right, so that was quickies, and before we get into a commercial break, we have 2 trailers to talk about, so we're going to go to the next portion of the show, one that a lot of people love, a lot of people, look forward to, and it is going to be none other than Trailer Talk.
See you later, Aunt Mama, Bubba, Jim, Big Jim, Little Jim, Slim Jim, everybody. I'll see you later, Chow Ding.
All right, so Trailer Talk is the portion of the show where we talk about, some of the trailers that have been seen, some of the stuff that people are looking forward to. But we had 2 different trailers this week. We had the first one up. Let me switch this over quick. If this will work, we had a teaser quick for Halloween Kills. I know that you guys just in the chat kind of mention it. Yeah, all of you guys are yeehaw and hanging out and Slim Jimin and all of that. Bobby Joe, Slim Jim, Bobby Jim, Jim Bob. Anyways, though, yeah, Halloween Kills. They moved the release date. You know, it's coming out October 2021 now. But we got a nice little teaser trailer, I guess, you know, kind of almost a post-credit scene, essentially, of the movie, where you get a little bit of the burning house, you get a little bit of Lori and the other girls, you know, getting away in this kind of almost flatbed truck, and then the firefighters going to put the house out. I mean, it's a quick spot, like I said, about 30 minutes, or not 30 minutes, yeah, a 30-minute trailer. That'd be a short one. A 30-second trailer. Yeah, I don't know. It looks cool. I like that, how they gave us kind of a little bit of footage to entice us, even though that they're pushing the movie off. Looks good. I'm excited. Again, a very small amount of footage, and I think that we can all agree that the true villains of this movie so far are the firefighters for saving Michael out of that fire, everything. A flatbread truck. Obviously, I have food on my mind, Fanjacture. So what did you guys think of that first trailer for Halloween Kills? Did it look good? Are you looking forward to it? You're not looking forward to it? You think that Halloween, they just keep milking it? Let me know in the chat. Halloween Kills is going to kill it. You see the Tax Collector trailer now. No, I haven't, Mike. Halloween Skills That Kills. Yeah, Seth Ott, what is going on, man? And then, yeah, all the stuff. Michael Myers, kicking ass, coming back. Lori freaking out. I don't know. I'm curious on what this next one is going to be. I have a feeling that Michael is just going to tear shit up and just wreck the whole town. I know that there was a test screening months and months ago where people said it's very brutal and whatnot, so I don't know. Looking forward to it. That was Halloween. And the next trailer we have is a Netflix limited series. It came out today, and it is called Fear City, the New York City versus the Mob, and it's a limited series coming out on Netflix, I believe, in a week from today, and it looks like it's showcasing, like, the like 70s, 80s, kind of almost 90s era mafia that, like, really took over New York City. I mean, it looks like a fascinating watch. I just love good documentaries where it's bringing in people from both sides and how they actually relived through everything. This looks cool. I don't know if people are really into documentaries or into limited series and stuff on Netflix. I know that they've had a couple good ones, obviously Tiger King and whatnot. That one was more just completely wild bananas out there. But this looks like it's, you know, bringing in the 5 different, like, mafia families and how people were infiltrated and how they essentially, I'm assuming they broke them down and how they were, like, involved with Wall Street and everything like that. So Fear City, it's a limited series coming out on Netflix, I believe, next week. Hopefully I can check this one out. I don't know if you guys are looking forward to it, not really looking into documentaries or limited series right now. Let me know in the chat if this is looking good, not looking good. Hadn't heard of this, but it's right up my alley. Nice catch, Jared. Yeah, Fanjacture. Again, this one just popped up today, I think a couple hours before I went live, so I don't know. It kind of looked cool. Especially, like, so it looked like from this trailer, a couple of these guys look like actual, like, mafia, like, former mafia people. So if we can get some, like, actual insight into that, I think that that's really cool. Let's see what people have to say. Patrick has to say, the final shot of the Halloween Kills trailer shows Michael Myers. It's almost like the left side of a mask is a little burnt and crispy if you look closely. Yes, that's true. Yeah, I forgot to talk about that, but yeah, that is part of that trailer. So yeah, 2 different trailers this week, nothing too crazy. We have that quick teaser that I think actually came out last week, but it was after the fact of this show for Halloween Kills, and then we have Fear City, a limited series coming out on Netflix next week. So I don't know, which one are you guys looking forward to? Let me know in the chat. And without further ado, that has been this week's Trailer Talk.
See you later, Aunt Mama, Bubba, Jim, Big Jim, Little Jim, Slim Jim, everybody. I'll see you later, Chow Ding.
All right, chums, before we get into the next up is what is the best shark movie. But before we do that, let's throw it over to a commercial break that I hopefully loaded up. If not, this is going to be a complete disaster. So we will be right back after this commercial break. Can you guess the movie quote?
That would be lovely. Enjoy your remaining years.
I will. Enjoy fucking jewels.
I will.
Let's hear it one more time.
That would be lovely. Enjoy your remaining years.
I will. Enjoy fucking jewels.
I will.
It's 2007's Superbad. This is my altar for my brother. Obviously, he loved video games and pops and all sorts of nerd stuff. This was his first pop. If I can convey to anyone out there, this is a killer who didn't want to ask people for help or support or lube. I just never thought we'd lose Andrew. Like, I never thought that. Are you looking for a meaningful relationship? Hi, I'm Nathan.
I'm Kelly.
Hey, I'm Todd.
Hi, y'all. I'm Bobby Joe.
Right now, if you text DATE to 696969, Honest Match will give you 7 days free.
I like feet. Like, I really like feet. Do you know the show To Catch a Predator? I was on that. I can hardly see with these, so it's okay if you're ugly.
So what are you waiting for? Download Honest Match and start your journey today. All right, guys and gals, we are back live with JBuck live, and we are about to get into the bracket breakdown, essentially, of what the best shark movie ever is. And again, I said at the top of the show, I broke this down, and I was like, I don't think I can get 32 movies out of this, because we did the comedy one about a month ago, and we had 32 different movies to break it down. I couldn't find 32 shark movies that I had seen, that anyone I'm sure has seen, so this is a very small bracket breakdown. I know that I'm going to probably miss some big ones. I didn't include a lot of sequels, and I left off a lot of, like, completely weird ones, so I'm sure that people are going to be a little bit mad. So if so, we will do a shark new one. We'll do a shark one in the future about, you know, all of the shark movies. I'll go and watch, like, Avalanche Sharks and stuff. So without further ado, this is going to be the bracket of the 8 shark movies that we're looking at. So if we look on this bracket breakdown, it's going to be Jaws versus Shark Tale, Sharknado versus Deep Blue Sea, Open Water versus 47 Meters Down, and The Meg versus The Shallows. I know, again, like I said, I'm going to get some hate in the chat, but there's quite a few of these shark movies that I didn't include. Ghost Sharks, any of the Jaws sequels, any of the Sharknado sequels, but I did include a lot of the big ones. I didn't leave off the sequel, or I did leave off the sequels just because I didn't think that it needed that many. But, like I said, if there's some contention in this bracket tournament, we will do this again in the future, and I'll bring in more shark movies to better persuade your guys' needs and wants and whatnot. So how this is going to go, we're going to have each of these go up head-to-head. You guys in the chat will have 2 minutes to vote on which movie of the two you want to win. And before I jump into that, you guys will be able to vote, and there should hopefully be a prompt in the chat on what to vote for. I will throw up a graphic on the screen, and we can talk about it while you guys are voting. So fingers crossed, because like I said, every time I do this, I have to use a different program and everything. So fingers crossed that this works. So I'm going to switch this sumbitch over and throw it over. All right. So boom, we are in the bracket challenge right now. We are in the bracket breakdown. I'm going to bring up the poll quick. And you're going to have 2 minutes, again, like I said, to vote. So first up, it's going to be Jaws versus Shark Tale. You're going to be able to vote on these, and I will throw the poll up in just a quick second. Hold on. I'm going to close that quick. And transition. Okay, is it working? Is it working? Okay, so yes, in the chat right now, you can vote for Jaws by voting exclamation vote 1 or Shark Tale exclamation vote 2. And it needs to be the exact same formatting as what is shown there. It's going to have to be exclamation vote space and then the number. So right now we are voting on Jaws versus Shark Tale. Which one do you think is going to win? Which one do you think is the better of these shark movies? We have Jaws with Steven Spielberg starring a handful of fun people. It is the most famous shark movie. Obviously, we're going to need a bigger boat, all of that stuff. But Shark Tale does have an A-list cast. Like, let's look at this. Shark Tale has Will Smith, Martin Scorsese is in Shark Tale. We have Jack Black, Robert De Niro, Angelina Jolie, and there is singing fishes. There's a jellyfish that sings, there's a starfish, there's a bunch of fish singing. So apparently no one wants to vote for Shark Tale. And again, like I said, there's 14 people watching. There should hopefully be 14 votes. It's looking like Jaws is taking a bite out of the competition right now. It looks like Jaws is definitely going to take this one away. I don't know. I'm curious if there actually is any love for Shark Tale out there. I think did Fanjecture vote for Shark Tale? If so, I love that. I love that he's throwing votes over and showing some love for the Shark Tales. But yeah, I think Jaws is probably going to make this one to the final round. We have about 10 seconds left of voting. Patrick says I had to vote for Jaws, even though Shark Tale is the first movie I ever saw in the cinema. All right, cool. Shark Tale is good, but not Jaws. Jaws is the OG. And Fanjecture did, in fact, vote for Shark Tale. So yes, guys, it looks like... I got to switch that up. It looks like Jaws has gotten the win, and Jaws is going to come away with the winner, or the winner of this one. So, Jaws, you are going off to the next round. All right, next up, let me get this. Let me get this all figured up quick. All right. So next up is going to be the one and only Sharknado. Sharks get sucked up into a tornado versus Deep Blue Sea. So I'm going to throw this up quick, and we are going to vote for that. All right. Give me one quick second, and boom. All right, we are voting. So right now you can vote for exclamation vote 1 for Sharknado, or exclamation vote 2 for Deep Blue Sea. Which one are you guys voting for? Are you going with the Sharknado, the sci-fi craziness? Tornado sucks up sharks. And the sharks, Tara Reid is in this movie. Ian Ziering. Somehow no physics or anything makes sense in Sharknado. Somehow they're up on a roof. They're up on like a hill in a house, and there's water. And then they have to go down the hill, but there's no water. It's not flooding. Or are we going with Deep Blue Sea, where Sam Jackson just gets torn apart by a shark out of nowhere? LL Cool J is in it. He does a rap over the credits. Which one are you guys voting for? And again, I think you can change your vote if you do feel empowered to change your vote. And I just realized I haven't been voting for these, so I need to vote as well. Oh, geez, hold on. My camera's going all over the place. I gotta vote for this too. So personally, I'm gonna vote for Sharknado. I'm showing some love for my friend Patrick. I love Sharknado. I think it's crazy. I think it's ridiculous. It's somehow made a whole franchise out of this stuff. Also, people out there, please remind me to vote. Like I said, I didn't vote for the first round, but I'm sure my vote would have gone towards Jaws out there. But Deep Blue Sea, I mean, think about all the crazy scenes. LL Cool J gets put in an oven and gets cooked by a shark. There's a woman that essentially has to strip down almost naked to electrocute the other shark. They explode the shark at the end. But then again, Sharknado. Sharks in a tornado. All right, so that is it. The votes are in. The poll is closed. You can no longer vote in this poll. And it looks like Sharknado pulls away with the win. Sharknado is going to the next round. Yes, Tara Reid is the OG actor, or actress rather. So yeah, it's looking like Ian Ziering and Sharknado are moving to the next round. So boom, Sharknado, you're moving on. All right, next up, this is a kind of tough one because these are very similar movies here, I would say. We have Open Water versus 47 Meters Down. Open Water, sort of based on a true story, and then 47 Meters Down, entirely not based on a true story. Mandy Moore is in that one. But voting is open. Which way are you going to be voting for these ones? Are we going with Open Water? Again, the based on a true event story where two people get left behind on kind of a boating trip with on vacation and whatnot? Or are you going with 47 Meters Down, Mandy Moore and her sister getting locked down in a cage in Mexico? There's a lot of crazy things that are absolutely horrifying about this movie because I remember watching this movie in the movie theater, and there's one scene, like the bottom of the ocean is absolutely terrifying, and there's one scene where they have to go get a flashlight above this just dark abyss, and it is one of the most eerie, worst parts of a movie I have ever seen because you can't see anything. A shark comes out of nowhere, rips a guy's arm off. But then again, Open Water is just as terrifying because they're in open water. No one's coming to save them. They don't have a cell phone. They don't have anything. Which way are you voting? Personally, for myself, I'm going with the one that's more, I wouldn't say realistic, but the one that feels like it carries more weight. And I am going to vote for Open Water. Again, we have, let's see how much time. We have about 30 seconds left. I don't know if you're still out there and you're looking to vote, exclamation vote and then space number of either of the two. Open Water is a vote 1 and 47 Meters Down is a vote 2. Let's see what some of you guys are saying. I'm pretty sure all you have to do is defeat a shark in boop its nose. Yeah, you just have to bop a shark on its nose, and then you should be fine. But the thing is, in Open Water, I think she gets a cut. She gets a little bit of a bite on her leg, and then more fishes come to her. But then the shark comes in and just completely rips apart the husband. So it is horrifying. It is not good at all. It is not good at all. So it looks like the voting is closed. We can no longer vote anymore, and it's looking like Open Water is going to beat this one 47 Meters Down. I'm curious if I would have put 47 Meters Uncaged, the sequel, in here, if you guys would have voted for that one. Probably not, because that movie is complete trash. So it's looking like the one and only Open Water is moving on to the next round of the shark bracket. All right, we have next up. Oh man, this is going to be a fun one. So we have The Meg. Oh my god, it's a megalodon versus Blake Lively in The Shallows. Which one are you guys going to vote for? There's the summer blockbuster versus the smaller movie that I feel like carries a little bit more weight. So without further ado, I'm going to set up this Some Beach poll, and we're going to get this thing underway. So right now, the polling should be open. What is the better shark movie? You can vote 1 for The Meg. Oh my god, it's a megalodon. You have Jason Statham in this movie. Ruby Rose, who, for some reason in this movie, her hair is wet the whole time. Go back and watch this movie. Her hair, I don't know if it has gel. I don't know if it's wet. I don't know what is going on with her hair. But you have Rainn Wilson. They explode an orca. I think that this movie, The Meg, is the one out of all of these 8 movies that actually maybe has the most carnage. The shark actually kills the most people. Someone in the chat, let me know if Sharknado actually has more deaths. I don't know. I'm curious about that. But yeah, The Meg, summer blockbuster versus Blake Lively in The Shallows, which that movie is her literally just stuck on like a buoy type thing, and it is horrifying. I would not want that at all. And then also, it's very brutal because that scene where those other surfers kind of show up to kind of help her and whatnot, and they just get tore apart. It is nasty. All right, let's see here. I got to get my vote in quick. All right, so I'm voting for Blake Lively in The Shallows. Again, I like that one a little bit more. The Meg is fun popcorn flick movie. I mean, it's not bad. I wouldn't say it's bad, but it is ridiculous. It's popcorn. It's the shark, the biggest shark ever, and somehow they kill it with like a little bit of a spike, I believe, or something in its mouth. And Jason Statham, he like jabs it with a knife and rides that thing along, which, I don't know, all movies with sharks, someone stabs the shark and just keeps swimming with it. So it's pretty ridiculous if you ask me. But I think we're about to close this Some Beach poll up. It is pretty close. I think we're only like 1 or 2 votes away in the difference and whatnot. So it looks like, boom, you can no longer vote. The poll has closed. Jennifer just got her vote in, and then what are you guys saying here? Burns Reviews has to say, I remember the Meg being so over the top that I lost interest. Cool seeing Dwight, though. Yes, Rainn Wilson in that movie. And then Patrick saying, Sharknado has more kills and distractions due to background kills, whereas the Meg didn't have as much as it could due to the PG-13 rating. So right there, scoop, people. Scoop da boop poop loop. So it looks like The Shallows beats out the summer blockbuster of the Meg just by 1 vote. All right, we're going into the round 2. We got 2 heavy hitters here. We have Jaws the OG versus Sharknado. Some people's favorite. Some people are looking forward to this one. Sharknado indeed. So we have Jaws. Hold on, I got to fix this thing quick. Let me set this up. Sharknado and 2. All right, done. Let's start this poll up. Starting the poll up. All right, so the poll should be open. It should be ready. And yes, I said poll quite a bit. And also, guys, some of your guys' votes might have been put in before I got the poll up and ready. You should get notified in the chat, though, if your vote is counted. If you want to vote again, do that too, just to be sure. But we have Jaws, the OG shark movie. The terrifying opening of the woman just being dragged back and forth. One of the most iconic songs/scores of a movie. Simple. It's very simple, but my God, is it effective. And then also, you know, you have all of the disasters behind the scenes where the shark wasn't working, the boat, all that crap. You also have a lot of things that kind of show what today is, where he's reopening the beaches, and everyone in Florida is wanting to reopen the beaches. Otherwise, you have Sharknado, you know? Tornado, sharks. Who wouldn't want that, you know? Make a whole universe of shark, like disaster animal movies like we mentioned last week. You get Sharknado, you get Snakequake, you get somehow a crossover of bees on a submarine. Like, you get these crazy movies. Let me know in the chat, why do you guys love Jaws? What is it about Jaws that's such a great movie? Because I myself am voting for Jaws. That's what I'm doing. JBuck, before anything, I just have to say, how's your day been? Abraham, thank you so much for asking. It's been all right. I will say, so I don't think I mentioned this above, on the top of the show. We have 20 seconds left, and it looks like we only have 7 votes in. Quick, people, throw those votes in. I was supposed to have sand volleyball right before this, and then there was literally like a tornado that was really close by, so they had to close everything up, so didn't have sand volleyball. Instead, it was just it was a monsoon, essentially. There was just tons of rain, and it's supposed to rain all through the next day and everything like that. Yeah. So it looks like Jaws... Looks like we only got 7 votes in there. We got 14 people, but only 7 people voted. I don't know what people are doing. Come on, get those votes in. But it looks like the poll has been closed. You can no longer vote, and it's looking like Jaws is taking this one away. What do people have to say? Jared, don't pitch that to me. Don't pitch something so beautiful to me with an animal disaster flicks. Animal disaster flicks, I feel like, are awesome, man. I think that is what people need to start doing. Just get more animal disaster flicks. That is the way to go. All right, so it looks like Jaws takes a bite out of Sharknado with 85% of the votes. All right, so next up, we have Open Water. Both of these about kind of survival out into the elements and oceans. So we have Open Water versus The Shallows. And let me get this poll set up quick. Open Water versus The Shallows. The Shallows. Yeah, this is also a shout out to A Star is Born, The Shallow, or Shallows. All right. Some beach, get that set up, and we are cooking, people. We are cooking. So the poll is now open. We have Open Water, horrifying movie of getting left behind by a very bad travel agency, or The Shallows, going on a vacation and having the worst vacation ever. Which one do you guys vote for? Which vacation is worse in these movies? Is Open Water worse, where you're left with your boyfriend or significant other or husband, wife, whoever? Or is Shallows the worst, where you're probably going to die or close to dying, and no one's going to know that you died because you didn't take your phone, you didn't tell people where you were at, you didn't do anything. You didn't even take a friend. Remember, people, the buddy system. The buddy system. But get those votes in. Like I said, people, you can vote for Open Water with vote or exclamation vote 1. Otherwise, vote for The Shallows with exclamation vote 2. Curious where you guys are going to be throwing your votes around. Yeah, baby. We're so, yes. Burns reviews. We're close to The Shallows now. Yes. And speaking of The Shallows, I am throwing my vote in for The Shallows. Blake Lively, I loved her in this movie. Plus, I love the tense feel and everything in this movie. So it looks like we have 7 votes. We have 15 people watching. If you want to contribute to the stream, jump into the chat, throw your vote in, exclamation vote 1 or exclamation vote 2. There's 30 seconds left. We would love your vote. I'm still a little torn. I thought that Shark Tale would have made it a little further in this competition. But you know what? What can I say? Jaws, I feel like, is probably, spoilers, probably going to take the bite out of this one. But I'm curious if Shallows is going to get number 2. If not, get number 1. We could have an upset. Like I said, I know some people reached out and they were upset that certain shark movies like Sharktopus, Avalanche Shark, and Ghost Shark were not included. I apologize. I apologize for fans of those sci-fi crazy movies where a shark is apparently a ghost. So it looks like the poll is closed. The poll is closed, people. So yeah, Open Water. You know, I don't think many people have actually seen Open Water. More people have probably seen The Shallows since it's more recent. I remember Open Water when it first came out, and honestly, just the premise scared the bejesus out of me. But it's looking like The Shallows with Lady Gaga is making it to the final round. So finally, final round for all the marbles, for all the chum out in the waters right now. We have Jaws versus The Shallows. Let me get this some beach set up and we will rock this. I think we already know how this one is going to turn out, but I'm curious by how many votes. So we have Jaws versus The Shallows. We have 70s versus, what, 2-3 years ago? Which one will take all the marbles? Which one will it be? I don't know. But the thing is, the poll is open, people. The poll is open. Again, throw in your votes for this final one. This will be the final vote to see which is the bestest, most brutal, bestest shark movie out there. We need some cool Jeopardy music. Yeah, you know what? That's what I need to do is I should have had, oh God, you know what? Next time, thank you, Burns Reviews. I will have music next time because I know that that's one thing that I've been trying to work on so you guys just don't have to listen to me. I'm going to have some music in the background, so I will do that next time. And again, guys, while you guys are sitting there and voting, exclamation vote 1 for Jaws and exclamation vote 2 for The Shallows. Let me know what your guys' votes are in the chat. I got to throw my vote into here. voting Jaws, obviously. But I like to do this every so often. Like right now, it's kind of every month. I think it's going to be every other month where we pick a genre of movies and kind of break it down for you guys. Like I said, about a month ago, we did the best comedy movie, and we had 32 movies. Break it down. That's a really fun episode. Excuse me, a really fun episode. Oh God. A very fun episode back on the channel. You go watch the replay. 32 comedy movies just went boom, 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 knocking each other out. But I don't know. I'm kind of curious of what movies would be fun to do in the future. Like I was thinking of, you know, maybe doing Keanu Reeves movies or 80s action movies or 90s Disney movies. I don't know. I'm curious on kind of what you guys want for a future bracket breakdown, but I will give a shout out to a good guy in the chat, Fanjecture, Adam from over there, if he's still in the chat. He does something similar to like this, but he does it way better quality, way more structured. He brings in guests. It's called Debate 8 every Wednesday. Jump over to his channel. Give him a like, give him a follow, give him a subscribe, and check out his Debate 8 because he's invited me over, and I essentially stole this idea from him, but his has much more production value. Anyways, guys, the poll is closed, and it's looking like Jaws, you know, did anyone think that Jaws wouldn't make it? Like, I think we knew that Jaws was going to take this one. Jaws was going to clean up. He was going to chop the boat. It was going to take the whole marbles and everything like that. So, yeah, it's looking like Jaws is the absolute winner of this one. Let me grab a picture quick of Jaws to throw up there for you guys. Obviously, Jaws. But you know what? I'm kind of surprised that, whatchamacallit? Jaws. Boom. Jaws, you win. Good job. All right, I got to get the hell out of here. Oops. You're seeing some behind-the-scenes stuff. Throw it over here. Yeah, let's go over here. And I gotta get a Jaws picture. Come on. Jaws. Give me 5 seconds. Uh-oh, that's not good. Boom! Yeah, we got Jaws! Yay, Jaws is on the screen. I messed up my template and everything, but yay, Jaws wins. You are the winner. What do you guys have to say in the chat here? The 45th came out, ended up watching. If Jaws didn't win, I think you would have had to delete this stream. Yeah, Griff, thanks for hanging out, man. Yeah, I think that Jaws pretty much had this one under wraps to win and everything like that. So yeah, it looks like Jaws obviously came away with the best shark movie out there. Transitioning back over, let's finish this some beach out. We have 7 minutes. We have one last segment, but thank you guys for hanging out, contributing to the voting and everything. If there's a bracket breakdown of fun movies you want me to do, comment on this video. Otherwise, send them over to me on Twitter, Instagram, anywhere and everywhere. Send those over, and then I can make a bracket breakdown for those. I think that would be fun. Also, it gets you guys involved, and I'm curious how people vote and kind of how, like, what movies people have seen, because obviously Open Water was in there, and it's a rated kind of high on people's lists of shark movies, the ones that I looked at today at least, but no one has apparently seen that movie, so I don't know. Yeah, gonna need a bigger vote. Gonna need a bigger vote indeed. All right, guys. So looking at the sidebar, let's get into the final portion of the show, movie spotlight, and then we'll wrap this some beach up. All right, guys, I apologize to Abraham for staring into his soul, but we are in the JBuck movie spotlight portion of the show, and this is usually where I just kind of pick a guilty pleasure, a movie that more people need to see, or a movie, like this week's movie is a movie that I watched, and I am completely baffled, confused. It's a weird movie, but you know what? I liked it. It was definitely a weird one. And it is, give me a quick sec. It is, oh no, did I not update it? Oh shit, give me 2 seconds to throw this image on here. Okay, and done. Uh-oh. Throw that on there. Did it work? There we go. All right, so this week's spotlight, man, I'm having a lot of tech issues. Again, behind the scenes, I'm using Streamlabs right now, Streamlabs OBS. It is much different than what I usually do. But anyways, this weekend, turned on a movie over on Hulu, and it was called Good Boy. And apparently this is part of a series that they do, like Hulu Originals, like an Into the Dark series where every month they have like a horror film that they throw out there. Anyways, this movie, I'm not saying that this is a good movie by any means, but it is a weird movie. So this woman is essentially in her late 30s, almost 40, and she wants to start to have a family, have kids. So she's trying to like freeze her eggs and everything like that. But she is down. She's depressed. She's dating and not really having the good luck that she's looking for. Anyway, she goes off and adopts a dog, an emotional support dog, and basically this dog becomes her child. She cares for it, she loves it, this, that, whatever. But then you find out that people around her slowly are missing or dying, or bad things are happening to these people. And the dog seems to always be around when this happens. And essentially, I'm not going to spoil anything, but you find out that this dog is more than she bargained for. And it's very, again, not a great movie. I would maybe give it like 2 out of 5, but it was ambitious. They went there. It's essentially like, imagine a dog that turns into a werewolf or something like that. That is what this movie is. And I don't know if you saw that image of a dog. It's a little tiny dog in this movie. So yes, this is over on Hulu. It is called Good Boy. Turn it on. It's a quick 90 minutes, I believe. Judy Greer's the main person. It's almost like a little bit of a thriller. It's a horror movie. It's a slasher. It's this dog. It is kind of funny. It's a weird tone because it's very kind of light, bubbly, funny, but also horrifying. Especially there's this one scene, I don't know if you just saw it, but the woman gets ripped under the bed, and there is way too much blood. Like, the production person was like, we have 8 gallons of blood left, what should we do? And there is so much blood. So Good Boy over on Hulu. If you're a horror fan, want just a throwaway movie while you're working on some editing or something, jump over there, check it out. I wouldn't say that this is a fantastic movie, but it is a movie I watched this last weekend, and I had to tell someone about it. I didn't know if I should review it, but I definitely had to tell someone about it. So that is this week's JBuck Spotlight. So let me throw it over quick, and we can close this sumbitch out. Alright guys, so that was JBuck Movie Spotlight, the part of the show where I pick a movie that I just watched that's what the hell I need to talk about it, a guilty pleasure, or one that I think needs to have more notice. And some of you guys don't like the JBuck Movie Spotlight sounder, but you know what, I don't give a shit. I like it, I think it's funny. Anyways though, coming this week, announcements. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing tomorrow. Actually, no. There's a Netflix review tomorrow. I have no idea what it is on Netflix. It depends how much time I get and how much time I actually sleep. Thursday, I have another Netflix movie review for Fatal Affair. Friday is a cursed Netflix series review and potentially another series review. Saturday, I don't know, maybe I'm going to get drunk or something. And then Sunday is a live Q&A once again. So all of that stuff coming to the channel, JBuck Studios. I'm working on a bunch of other fun stuff. I'm doing some design work for some people. I'm doing some other stuff. So I've been very, very busy. Yeah, a brand new podcast, Movie Files, is in the chat. Elliot from over there, he was gracious enough to join me for new Movies and Nonsense podcast on my channel. Jump over there. He's a great guy. Go show him some love and everything like that. But yeah, that is my channel, and that is what's happening this week. Next week, I don't know what next week will be for JBuck Live. I know a lot of you guys in the chat really want that room tour of my brother's because he has a bunch of stuff, a bunch of movie memorabilia and Funko Pops and stuff like that. So maybe I can do a video on that next week. Otherwise, I don't know. But yeah, stay tuned for all of that stuff coming this week. Jump over to Twitter, Instagram, follow me, like me, tweet me. I don't know. Jump over to my OnlyFans, BuckNaked6969. I do some very tasteful nudes over there. But otherwise, Patreon. Jump over to Patreon. You get an exclusive podcast every single month, some behind-the-scenes stuff, and I will be updating tiers and some of the rewards and stuff you get over there. So show some love, do all of that stuff, and I am getting out of here because I got to go make myself a drink.